Welcome to a great day. On October 23rd and 24th, I had the pleasure of meeting with just a tremendous team, and as a new superintendent, you're always looking for that support system. And I remember so well meeting with the Education and Career Ready team from the Winston-Salem Chamber. You remember that day, Mark? And he came with Rodetta Mitchell, and they had intentionality about their meeting. They had a shared vision about how they wanted to work with the Board of Education and a vision to ensure students was career ready. In addition to the work of the Chamber, Mark joins, Ms. Allen joins, our mayor, and Canty Alexander, regional president of Truist Bank, have worked tirelessly to support school resources, free access to college, and career work readiness, just to name a few. On behalf of the students in the Winston-Salem Forsyth County School, I want to say thank you. Today, I'm happy to announce that we're here to celebrate an opportunity that will be a life changer for all children across our city and our district. To make the official announcement and offer remarks, I would like to bring to you a leader, a community leader, who is really supportive of public education and all education of students, and who spends many hours in meetings that I'm involved with supporting children across our city and actually across our entire county. But before we bring him up, I'd like to say the thing that struck me when I met with Mark Owen and Rodessa Mitchell was this folder they provided, which read Together. Read Together because he was saying to us, and I think I send a message to all of us, and you all know that coming together is so very important. So I'm happy that we have Mike Finley here today from Senator Burr's office. We have Stephanie from Tom Tillis's office, and we also have others here, our Board of Education member, Marilyn Parker, and you'll hear from our board chair, Malashay Woodbury. We also have Pastor Covington, Pastor Bishop Fulton here today. We have so many people, my senior team, my executive senior team, and those of you who brought our students. Most important, we have 3 students here today who came to share the importance of this initiative in their own lives. So I'm excited for all children across our school district, and I bring to you at this time our Mayor, Alan Joins.
Thank you, Dr. Harrison, to Chairman Woodbury and other members of the school board. Thank you for hosting us here in the school administrative building. It is a great day for our community. As Dr. Harrison alluded to, it's been about two and a half months ago, we made an extraordinarily exciting announcement that's part of our comprehensive effort to reduce poverty in our community. And that announcement basically said that any young person who graduates from Forsyth County High School who wants to go to Forsyth Technical Community College but can't afford to can go free. Tuition, books, fees, child care, transportation, whatever it takes to make sure they're successful. I'll have to say that this announcement has been enthusiastically received throughout the community. I've had so much good feedback from students. I was at Kennedy last week and I had a round of applause when we announced it there, and then from educators, and then from folks like the Home Builders Association here in Winston-Salem who said, thank you. We are looking forward to this program being able to provide trained individuals in the trades that we cannot find right now. However, I did receive some feedback from Bishop Fulton, I would say, and President Covington, who said, this is a great program, but Mayor, I'm afraid that many of our students in high school may have given up hope to have a way forward for college and even a career. They might not even know about career opportunities that might be out there for them. So we've put together a program as part of our continuing effort to reduce poverty as well as to help build a workforce here in our community. That we're excited this morning, or this afternoon, excuse me, it's been a long day, to announce a paid internship program for 11th and 12th grade students here in Winston-Salem Forsyth County School. Paid meaning dollars, $10 an hour, up to 10 hours a week. And again, it would be for students in the 11th or 12th grade coming from low-income families or families at 80% of the average median income. I think this program will do a number of things. First, it will expose students to a variety of career opportunities out there in the workplace. Secondly, I think it'll give these students some income, put some money in their pocket, help them be a productive member of their family and going forward. And we're going to provide financial literacy training for these young people. So when you think about that, work experience, financial literacy training, it's going to really help them to prepare to be ready for the work world when they get out working full time. I think it's a natural beginning of a comprehensive effort to excite young people about our free college program and developing career aspirations. Folks, this is a $2.5 million project. $2.5 million. That's adult money in my book. Lots of zeros and lots of commas. But we're doing it basically because of a wonderful grant of $1.2 million from Truist Bank. It's actually from their Truist charitable fund, just to get it right, Canty. And the remaining funds will be matched from local businesses and other organizations, and Mark Owens will describe that in just a moment there. I can't tell you how grateful we are as a community to Truist for this, another example of their support for this community, continuing support. So now it's my pleasure to recognize a number of people who are going to react to that. Going to ask, first of all, Canty Alexander, who is the regional president for Truist Bank, to come up, followed by Michelle Woodbury, the chair of our Winston-Salem County School Board, Dr. Harrison, if you've met already, to comment on it. And then I'm going to ask the president of the Ministers Society here, Tamelia Covington, and Bishop Todd Fulton to come up. Bishop Fulton is the chair of the Political Action Subcommittee of the Ministers Association. And then I'll come back up and we'll make the other introductions. So, Canty.
Well, thank you, Mayor Joins. It's my privilege to be here to make the help with this exciting announcement today. As you know, we're forming what we call Truist Financial and bringing the two established and trusted companies to form something better connected by our strength and by giving back to our communities, and that really defines our purpose. Our purpose at Truist is to inspire and build better lives in communities. To inspire and build better lives in communities. Isn't that, I mean, you wake up every day thinking about that's what your purpose is. It's a great way to begin every day. So we're equipped to create meaningful change for our communities. Just a reminder, late last year we announced a $60 billion effort under our community benefit plan to highlight or target low to moderate income borrowers and communities over a 3-year period. So we're combining the resources to invest in our communities and with our clients on a whole new scale. And of course, that includes this initiative right here in Winston-Salem and the Triad region. I'm particularly excited about this paid internship program because it will have a direct impact on really 3 key issues in our communities. One is workforce development. Mayor Joins touched on that. The second is career readiness. And the third is economic mobility. So again, workforce development, career readiness, and economic mobility. So we're so pleased to provide this initial investment to start this program. We'll need the business community, and this is what Mark Owens with the Chamber will touch on here in a second, but we'll need the business community to really help up by signing up to offer these internships and working with the Chamber, soon to be the Greater Winston-Salem Inc., led by Mark Owens. We'll have that name introduced to the community here again in the next several months. But I'd really like to, again, thank Mayor Alan Joins, Superintendent Angela Hairston. Thank you, Dr. Hairston. Chamber President, again, Mark Owens, you've done a terrific job. So it's been my privilege to be part of this great process. I can't wait to see the lives that it impacts with these great students and the 11th and 12th grade in Forsyth County. And the best is yet to come in Forsyth County and Winston-Salem. We've got a lot of good momentum. And I mentioned Mark Owens here. He, of course, is the new head of our soon-to-be combined chamber in Wisby. And I've gotten to know Mark a little bit better over the last 6 months. And he's going to be a terrific leader of this newly combined organization we've got. I've never been more excited, quite frankly, about our community. So with that said, I'll turn it over to Shay.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shay Woodbury, Chair of Winston-Salem Forsyth County Board of Education, and I bring greetings on behalf of the board. I would like to recognize again one of the board members that's here, Marilyn Parker, and we appreciate her time with us. On behalf of the board, we are very grateful and excited about this partnership with the city through the leadership of Mayor Jones, the Chamber of Commerce, Truist Bank, to provide paid work experience opportunities for our students through internships. For years, I have personally questioned why the city municipal didn't play a more vital role in public school education like we see across our nation. So today I admire and support the vision and leadership of Mayor Jones to help build progressive, real outcome-based partnerships between the city, the chamber, Truist Bank, and Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools to uplift our students. Again, we thank you so much, and we look forward to this opportunity.
Bishop Todd Fulton, Social Justice Chair of the Ministers' Conference of Winston-Salem and vicinity. Micah 6 and 8 says, what does God require of us? To do justice, to love kindness, and to walk humbly with God. Mayor Jones, I want to thank you and the partners in our community who are doing justice and walking humbly with God, to be concerned about our brothers and sisters in the entire community and concerned about our children. I am a product of Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools. I grew up in a very prestigious neighborhood called Happy Hill Gardens. It was the projects. But at 14, I had the privilege of working for the Housing Authority and having an internship. And what that does is that allow children and young adults to choose a life of working in leadership or to be pulled into a life of crime. What we're doing today in our community, we're pulling young folk in to choose a life to be productive and not go down the path of crime. When you look at-risk youth, in particular for African American churches and the faith community, what is it that we have to offer them? And I say to our city officials all the time when youth, when they come to us and say, hey, what are we going to do about this violence in our city? All we can give them is the 23rd Psalm, the Lord is my shepherd. And that's great, but they need more than the 23rd Psalm. What this does in our community is it gives children an opportunity to become productive adults in our community. This is an opportunity for Winston-Salem to put their money where their mouth is. I want to thank you all for this opportunity.
Where is my other? Do you have another? I have another student. Do I have another student? Where's my other student? Come on up. So thank you again, and while he comes up, I want to thank Scott Weirman from the foundation for being here as well. You always support us in so many ways. I'd like to recognize the fact that so many students have a great work ethic, they value quality education, and they love opportunity. In fact, they go well beyond the minimum to be the best they can be, but oftentimes the access is not there for them. This gives them true access. It's hard to be oftentimes what you cannot see. And these students and our students across the city will now have an opportunity to see firsthand and be exposed to the world of work. The internship placements will enable students to learn the necessary skills, be guided and coached in the career placement, as well as connect to businesses that we hope will adopt them for long-term purposes as associates. So as mentioned before, this is a true life changer for so many of our students. So we have 4 of our students here today, and they'd like to just take a minute to tell you what an internship has meant to them or will mean to them in the future. We'll start with Stephen. Stephen's a Carver student.
Thank you. I am Stephen Thorne. I'm from Carver High School, and I'm a senior. And I would love to talk. About my internship at the Chamber with Mr. Mark. Whew, I'm sorry. Working at the Chamber has been amazing. Everybody there is friendly. It's like a family environment. Working there has taught me how to be organized, finish my work on time. Well, also just get the work done, actually. I used to be a slacker, just in school I used to slack, but after working at the internship, it just changed everything, what I do in my everyday life. Now I just wake up every day with a passion to go work and change people's lives. And I'd love to thank Mr. Mark, everybody at the Chamber for giving me the opportunity, and God bless you all. Amen.
Monsworth is at Kennedy High School. She has interned at Protege Staffing.
Good afternoon. My name is Montserrat, and I'm from Kennedy High School. I worked at Protege Staffing over the summer, and I really enjoyed it. After high school, I would like to go to Forsyth Tech and transfer to UNCG to be a translator in the construction industry, and that's why my summer job was at Protege Staffing. Protege has taught me a lot of things. I just love construction, and at Kennedy, I'm also in the construction academy. It's just something I wanted to do, since I was a small child, and well, I want to thank all of y'all for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And if you're a female and you love construction, you'll never be unemployed. I can tell you that now. And we also have Lee with us from East Forsyth, the Academy of Finance.
Hi everyone, my name is Lee Overman. I'm from the East Forsyth Academy of Finance under Ms. Tanya David. Recently this summer I did my internship with the Twin City Quarter in Winston-Salem. We own the Marriott, the Embassy, and also the Benton Convention Center. That internship meant everything to me. It really boosted my confidence to be able to go into a workplace and to do things confidently. It also taught me the work ethic I needed and what life was all about. So I just want to thank everybody over at the Quarter who helped me along the way. Everybody was super friendly. And I'd also like to say thank you to Ms. Wheeler and Ms. David over at East Forsyth.
And Caleb Moore from Atkins.
Hello everyone, my name is Caleb Moore. I am a senior at Atkins. So as you may or may not know, at Atkins there are STEM majors. So for me, mine was engineering, which led me to have my internship at Davenport. So if you don't know, Davenport is a traffic engineering firm that works in Winston-Salem. And so I worked under Frank and Manisha. And so some of the things I did was I did a travel time study, I did a parking study for the Winston-Salem Dash, and so I did traffic counts. I did 10-hour traffic count where I pressed this button for 10 hours. That was rough. And so anyways, I think paid internships are so important for applying the foundations that you learn in school and getting some real world experience. Because I felt in school that I didn't get a chance to apply what I learned, and this internship definitely gave me the opportunity to do that. And so I want to say thank you to Davenport, thank you to Frank and Manisha for taking me under their belt, and thank you, everybody.
And these are just a few of our students, but unfortunately, it's just a few. This opportunity opens the door for so many more students who need to be in the work world and gain these experiences and support. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you, Mayor Joines, thank you, Mr. Alexander, and thank you to our chamber, Mark Owens, and we'll have him come now and speak to us about the details right after you speak again. Thank you so much, okay? Thank you.
I want to tee it up for Mark just a little bit. But I was blown away with these 4 young people, were you not? These were 4, but this program is going to allow us to do 1,000. 1,000 students. So somebody had to figure out how to make all this work. I know the school system will be doing a lot of work there, but Mark Owens, who is the president of Greater Winston-Salem Inc., the new name there, has I'll call it the monumental task of coordinating this effort. Monumental just from figuring out the internship itself, but also raising the matching money that go along with that. And we're very, very fortunate for Mark, for his leadership in making this a reality and make it work. So Mark, come tell us how it's going to work.
Well, thank you so much, Mayor, for your leadership. Canty, Brent, Truist, thank you for your support. We really appreciate your commitment to the community. Dr. Hairston and Chairman Woodbury and other members of the council, thank you for your leadership in this. But we're really here for those 4 young people that are representing their students. And I can especially speak about Stephen being a part of our team. Something you said, all 4 of you, whether you realize it or not, you said we when you talked about your relationship and your internship. You used the word we as a part of the team of which you participated in. And you talked about how we impacted you, but I want you to know that you impact us in the business community when you come and do internships with us. Your energy, Stephen, is in our office every day when we're talking about you, and we get excited to see what you're doing and follow along, and especially check the scores of your games and make sure things are going well. But it's exciting, and I was an intern myself too, and I can guarantee you I was not standing in front of the mayor and other business leaders at that age speaking, and you did an excellent job. So let's give them another, thank you, guys. Let's give them another round of applause. So we're really here excited about this program, but we're not all the way done yet, Mr. Mayor, as you mentioned. Dr. Harrison, that word together is really what we believe in at the Chamber and Greater Winston-Salem Inc. as we're moving forward as one community. And this is another way for us to do that as an entire community. But we also need the support of our business community. So we need to raise the matching funds. So as we're working how to do this, first and foremost, it starts with our teachers. It starts with Vicki and Shirley and Bruce and their team members that identify these wonderful young people, that get them started in the program and get their interest piqued so that they can be ready for that internship. And we're excited to work with you as we figure out the details. So, Mr. Mayor, we don't have them all figured out yet, but what we do know is there's this strong foundation through NAF academies, the internships already in the school district, that we can expand on and provide those opportunities throughout our entire county. So what we're going to be asking our business community to do is hear what these 4 students said and participate in a matching program. How to do that? What our plan is we're asking our companies, hopefully over 50 companies, to consider hiring these interns. And our match grant from Truist will allow us to match and provide a 50% reimbursement of those funds, of those wages, back to the company. So we're here to do this together, but we need the business community support. Truist is leading the way. We're going to be able to hire a full-time person on our team to be managing and overseeing this process to make sure the access is there for our students. We're going to ask Stephen and your friends and members of the school to spread the word with your other students that are following your way. Continue to be a leader and tell those freshmen and sophomores to get ready for their junior and senior year internships. But we need our company, we need our business community to come together. So what we're hoping to do is launch it as we get ready for the fall, be able to put some of these plans in place in partnership with our programs to have a person join our team and figure out how we manage the process to have interview skills, training, financial literacy as they get ready to access their job career, partnering with other programs through Goodwill and Dress for Success and ways to make sure our students are equipped for a successful internship opportunity. And you heard about the impact on these students, but I can promise you these businesses are going to speak in a year or 2 from now and talk about the impact that the students had on their business. And that's our long-term goal. And we're really excited to be able to do that. So, Mr. Mayor, we don't have all the details quite figured out, but the challenge is issued. The challenge is issued, and Truist is leading the way on that. And as one community, we're going to be able to accomplish that. And most importantly, Pastor, change lives for everyone in our community. So thank you for the opportunity for being here, for our organization to take a lead role, but it's going to take all of us, and we're excited about the future. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark. Don't leave. We're going to ask questions now. And as we spread the word, the Ministers' Conference is playing a key role in that. When I went and met with them, I think they've adopted a resolution, a partnership with this, and they'll actually be a part of the planning effort there. Reginald McCaskill, I believe, is going to represent the Ministers' Conference as part of that. So that's another great way of getting the word out in our community. So we will take questions if anyone's got any. You did such a great job of explaining it. There's no questions. Well, great. Well, thank you all for coming, and folks will be waiting around if anybody wants to do a quick interview.
Mr. Mayor, may I
Yeah,
just add one more quick thing that I failed to mention, Dr. Harrison? I apologize. But as we heard about the Hope and Opportunity Scholarship with Forsyth Tech that Truist and has challenged our community and graciously contributed so that we had that Hope and Opportunity Scholarship. And Mr. Mayor, thank you for your leadership of hearing the concerns of our community and coming up with the solution that we can provide that hope and opportunity further into our school system. So thank you for that. Thank you to the community for giving that feedback so we can make that adjustment. So I just wanted to add that real quick. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming. Dr. Harrison, thank you for inducting us.